to the Winner's Circle. I'm Dr. Ramona Bishop. I am the President and CEO of Elite Public Schools, a public charter school here in the beautiful city of Vallejo, California. We service students from TK through 12, and I'm just so excited today. This is the second version, but we're really going to continue to focus on football because our football team has been really the thing that has kept our school going. It is where the spirit is held, and it really shows the growth of our school. So we started 3 years ago. We had a JV football squad. Now, last year we had a varsity squad, but it wasn't a competitive squad quite yet because we had just entered the league. This year we're eligible for playoffs, and I tell you, we are going to the playoffs, and I'm sure we're going to do some big winning in the playoffs. And part of the reason is the gentlemen that are sitting next to me. My guests today are Patrick Little. He's our athletic director for Elite. Patrick has been here since our school started, progressively moving into different roles, and now he's at the pinnacle. He's athletic director, and he's also supporting our high school academics. And next to him is a superstar. You may not know his face, but you'll know his number. He is number 4 on our football team. And you can see him starring in the offense, starring in the defense, and also starring in the special teams. So today is a very special day for our program, and we're going to get started right away with these superstars that are sitting to my left. I thought it was important in this segment to start talking about kind of old school, new school. What you know about our communities is there are athletes that people are still talking about, athletes that are stars in the city and beyond, and people are still talking about. I consider Patrick Little that kind of a star. But then there's the new school star. And this new school star is similar to our quarterback. Unless you talk to him, you're not going to hear his voice. He's not the loudest person on the team, but he is the most impactful. I would say he is just about number 1 when it comes to impact plays this year and in years past. So I'm going to start with Patrick, and I'm going to ask him to tell us a little bit about his career in athletics and why he felt it was important to make athletics really his actual profession and career here in Vallejo.
Started off just like most of the kids in Vallejo. Started off right here across the street at North Vallejo Little League, playing baseball, which, if you know Vallejo history, baseball is a big thing in Vallejo. As a little kid, my mom didn't let me play football, so all I played was baseball. Then, with the high school, we was pretty good. And then went on to Contra Costa, played 2 years at Contra Costa, went to Texas Southern for a semester, and then didn't work out, came back home, and got into coaching, and been coaching ever since.
So what high school did you go to, for those of us that don't know that?
The Jesse Bethel High School.
The Jesse Bethel High School. All right. And what sports did you play at the Jesse Bethel High School?
I was a 4-sport athlete, so I played football, basketball, baseball, and ran track.
Wow. Okay. And your favorite sport of those 4?
To play football, just because we had a football team. Baseball, just because that's my passion. That's what I first grew up playing. And then track, I think I had the most fun because that probably was the most success we had was in track.
All right. Tell us about your success in track.
I was on the team with the infamous Bobby Guillory, which was he was one of the fastest kids in the state. So being on the team with him and just watching him and being able to go to different meets and having to enhance my skills because we was going against kids from like Long Beach Poly and what's his name, Cameron Island and Devin Mays and Javid Best from Savion, who, if people don't know, lived in Vallejo with the Savion. So he was one of our good friends that we trained with. So just going to meets and having to raise the bar was just fun every weekend. It was big.
Nice. What did you run?
4x1, the 1, the 2, and 300 hurdles.
Okay. Sounds kind of like the gentleman to your left, Suge. Tell us a little bit about your athletic career. What do you do here for us? And
I play football and basketball. I'm a receiver, and football is my passion. It's my favorite sport. I play it, keep me out of trouble, keep me going, and yeah, that's all really.
What is it about football?
It's the first sport I played. I didn't really play no other sport. I just played football really, and then when I hit high school, that's when I started playing basketball, and then my sophomore and freshman year, I played baseball and track. And then I just stayed with football and basketball. But yeah, football, that's the first sport. That's really the only sport I played my whole life.
So tell me, which between offense, defense, and special teams do you like playing the most? This last game, it looked to me like you had become like defensive player of the game. I'm like, is that Suge out there? Like, what is going on? Tell me, what do you like the most?
To be honest, I don't really got it. I just play like wherever I need to play, I just play wherever. Like I don't really got no favorite because I can do everything. So yeah, I don't got no favorite. I just perform 100% at everything I do.
Very good. So I think my favorite football player, honestly, was Jerry Rice. I'm a 49er fan. I love wide receivers, and I feel like he just worked hard, and he was the absolute best at what he did.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite football player, Suge? And then I'm going to come to you, Pat.
My favorite football player, actually, is a running back. It's Derrick Henry. That's my favorite football player. Because if a running back was my first position, then I switched to receiver.
Okay.
But, yeah, running back, Derrick Henry from the Baltimore Ravens.
Why is that?
Because that's who I wanted to, like, that's what I seen myself as, but you feel me, he big. I'm not that. I'm not built like him, so. But he's still my favorite running back. I just like how he play.
Okay. How about you?
Growing up, I was a Deion Sanders fan. Deion just, he played both sides of the ball, which is what I wanted to do, what I did. He wore number 2, I wore number 2. And he just was everything that you want to be as a kid. He was flashy, but he backed it up, so he didn't say that he didn't do. Just walking the walk and talking the talk. And then now we're talking today, I go with Lamar Jackson, just because, we don't see very many African-American quarterbacks, and he's doing it at a high level. People always like, at first when he came out, he only a running back. He only gonna run. That's his style, not gonna last. Did his thing. And then, he came up for the contract. Everybody told him, "You crazy? You got your mom advocating for you." He ended up getting the new contract he wanted. So, Lamar just, coming through and just going through all the stuff he went through. Just one of my favorite players.
He's my fantasy football quarterback. I'm a real football fan. No, sorry. I digress. Anyway, so Pat, you talked a little bit about after high school. You went, I believe, to Contra Costa.
Yes.
And that's when Contra Costa was a big time program. Like they had a lot going on.
No,
there.
it was right the transition from
Okay.
Coach McDermott to when Coach Zoe came. So we was like the last of the little, Contra Costa losing. Then Zoe came and turned it up a little bit.
Got you. And then you went to TSU for
Texas Southern.
How did that work out?
It was good. I was there for like half of the first semester, but I found myself in a couple situations that I went to play baseball. I didn't go to play football. I went to play baseball. So my coach was kind of like, "Hey man, I promised your mom I keep you out of trouble. I keep you safe." I don't see that happening. So it's a business. So he ended up sending me back home.
Got it. Suge, when you think about after high school, what do you think about?
I've been thinking about going to a JUCO or a trade school, really. But
Okay.
I haven't really thought of the trade I want to do, but that's what I've been thinking about doing after high school, after I graduate.
All right. Well, we all want you to keep playing, but we also want you to follow your passion. So whatever that passion ends up taking you, we're going to support that 100%.
Yes, ma'am.
The next question that I have is really around what lessons you've learned through athletics. So, and I think with you, Pat, I'd like you to talk about lessons you teach through athletics as well. So, what you've learned by being a high school standout, and then what you teach given the fact that you do athletics as a part of your life.
I just believe growing up, a lot of my positive role models were my coaches and the people I met through athletics. Playing sports took me places I never thought I could see. Playing baseball, we made the national team in high school. We went to Australia and played. We went to Hawaii. We did different things that, normally don't see. So, like, when I finally, I was struggling at a point, it was like, what I want to do. Sports was still my passion. So, got a call one day that's like, hey, come coach running backs at Bethel. And I went up there and I was like, coach? I don't know how to coach. Like, that's crazy. And then just fell in love with it, being a role model to the kids and showing them the way to go. If you make mistakes, coming from the same background, it's easy to relate. So, we a lot of times people try to focus on the negative. I try to use the negative to motivate. Like, we here, but we don't have to stay here. It's always bigger. It's always something better. We could come back to Vallejo. It's not going nowhere. The same house has been here since the beginning of the time, since Floor Terrace. So, moving forward, just try to motivate the kids through positivity. We here, but we don't got to stay here.
Absolutely. Suge, talk to me about what lessons you've learned through football.
Really just to keep going through the bad. Just keep pushing yourself, really. Show up. Do it 100%.
Mm-hmm. And you are actually a leader on that field, too. The students look up to you.
Yeah.
Pat, you could have selected any student on that team to come and participate in this podcast with you. Why'd you choose this young man?
Just looking, he remind me so much of myself. The everything, like, when you listen to a lot of athletes tell their stories, they talk about, I came from nothing, this is all I had. And really that's how I felt, and that's how I see Suge. He explained it earlier. It's just it. Like, it's an outlet, it's a lifeline, and then once you get good at it and you get success, it's kind of make you feel good. It kind of, for the little 2, 3, 4 hours you on the field, nothing else matters. So when I watch him play, he blocks out everything and he just go to work. He need to play. We need to play. What we say, give it to Suge. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. And I just see, when I watch him play, and then I just watch his mannerisms, it's just, he's the man. And I just see myself in him a lot. Growing up, it's the same thing, having to navigate through life and you trying to figure it out. And it's like, with all the chaos, I know one thing that's never going to let me down. And I feel like every time he step on that field, he give it everything.
Suge, your final word is going to be any hints you have for pregame routine, any hints you have for anybody who wants to be just like you when they get into high school athletics. What would you tell them?
You said pregame?
Yeah.
Just go to sleep before the game on the bus. Wake
Okay.
up. Be good. 100% ready to play.
Get your nap on the bus. Everybody heard that. That's from Suge. Get your nap on the bus. I call it give it to Suge and let Suge do Suge. Right? 300, 400 yards in a game. He is a star, and if you haven't seen him play, then that means you need to go back, look at our games on Elite TV, or come on out to a playoff game so you could see this superstar in the flesh. I'm so thankful that both of you decided to join us. I'm thankful to you, Pat, for being our athletic director, for seeing the vision. I told Pat that I wanted, from the babies all the way to 12th grade, everybody involved in something. And that has come to fruition. We'll talk about that later. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining the Winner's Circle today. We look forward to seeing you on all of our episodes, and we'll be spotlighting other players. We'll be spotlighting some girls too. So don't hesitate to continue to watch us. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, guys.